Welcome to Bad Gear, the show about the world's most hated audio tools. Over the last 30 years, Korg has released many iconic products worthy of a reissue. A prophecy operable without a quantum physics degree, a new Kaoss Pad that actually works, and maybe even an Electribe that deserves the name. However, for reasons completely beyond my comprehension, we need to talk about KingKorg Neo. This brand new synth is basically identical to a more or less forgotten 2013 Korg instrument by the same name without the Matrix reference, and is, just like its predecessor, a prime example for how to mess up both product launch timing and pricing strategy. At the first glance, it is ticking all the KingKorg Neo boxes. A generous front panel in a color scheme that didn't work so well for Astrolab, around 35% of which are reserved for FX and processing. Approximately 16% wasted on headphones and joysticks. Another 16% dedicated to menu diving. Leaving around a third of its real estate for actual synth controls, with 10% of that precious space taken up by a conveniently tweakable amp knob, while the almighty cutoff knob is located in a much more crowded section of the physical UI. Neo comes without the gimmicky tube, CV gate output and 80s car dashboard appearance of its predecessor, and although Korg just Uli Behringered their own 24-voice synth engine, patches are, according to LoopOp's pinned comment, not fully compatible because of a different selection of internal PCM samples. Yes, you heard that right. In addition to the large number of VA oscillator models with built-in unison, sync, ring, and Xmod, the King comes with DWGS waveforms Korg keeps putting in their synths since 1984. There's a surprisingly ravey treasure trove of old-school samples, including the venerable M1 piano. 3 of these oscillators are fed through a similarly versatile filter offering its own flavors and historical mimicry. The minimalist modulator section with 2 envelopes and 2 LFOs let you dial in bread and butter stuff in seconds, but require you to take a deep dive into the menu system if you want more fancy sound design options like an easy-to-use mod matrix. KingKorg is bitimbral in nature, which not only allows for layers and splits, but also lets you address 2 different tones via MIDI. These tabras can be routed to 3 FX processors independently, one of them dedicated to all kinds of distortion and basic filtering, one for modulation FX, and you have to decide whether you want reverb or delay, which is a bit skimpy in 2024. Having a master EQ certainly comes in handy in a live situation, and the scaled down keypad is devoid of aftertouch and, like on most recent Korg synths, nothing to call home about while setting up the arpeggiator. Requires requires you to menu dive hard. For a sequencer-less non-wavetable plastic synth with only limited connectivity and a 2010s engine, prices of around 1,000 intercontinental megabucks might seem a bit steep, so thanks to Klangfarbe for lending me one of their floor models. KingKorg Neo is probably one of the most underwhelming releases of 2024. Is it Korg's last-ditch effort to stay afloat or part of a secret plan that we, the consumers, are unable to understand yet? You have already heard the synth in today's intro tune. That's a bit vanilla sounding, but it gets the job done. I wanna know if there is some character hidden in between the presets. I can get behind that. Fat digital bass and tasteful rumpler cheese are always welcome, and the filter models are super tweakable. Implementation of multi-timbrality is a bit too old school for my taste. The keyboard might be a disappointment for real synth players. Time to find out if it's good enough for amateur noodlers like me. That was more fun than expected. As I can't handle aftertouch properly anyway, the keypad does the trick for me, although I consider the joystick to be an insult. The FX section sounds really nice. While KingKorg Neo is certainly useful live, I'm not so sure about how well it fares in a studio situation. Let's embrace the plastic sheen of the synth engine in this monster movie montage, meme and bass, stepper and or roller. Verdict. In contrast to Korg's other overpriced 2024 failure, Neo is a fully functional, decent sounding and practical musical instrument. However, as one of the leading brands that shaped the completely oversaturated music tech landscape of today, they should have been aware of the fact that a synth like this would be overshadowed by much more affordable, attractive and technically advanced instruments. Korg, just in case generating revenue with hardware synths is still part of your business plan, I have a few suggestions that won't break your R&D budget. How about a fancy multi-engine SE keyboard that combines Op6, WaveState and Modwave, maybe a full-sized MS-2000 reissue with proper polyphony, and as of now you can still beat Uli on that Hero Tribe thing. I would totally love to try your new $13,000 synth though. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Feel free to like, subscribe, become a patron and leave a comment what other kind of gear you would like to see and hear on the show. Thanks to all my patrons for supporting the channel and welcome to the monthly Vocoder Shoutout. I think it's time to give that fancy KingKorg Neo Vocoder microphone a go. Tier 4.
David and Derek. Synth, FADEC, Blood Awakens, Electribe, Can Be Shaver, Emerald Techno, Impressible and scare.
Tier 6. Again, thank you so much for supporting the channel. See you next month.